everybody, welcome to La Cocina de Tavo. Here's another video for you today. This is a beautiful gem. This is California Burrito. This burrito comes all the way from San Diego. It's native to where I went to school at. Yeah, so you're gonna love this video. It tastes phenomenal. Go ahead and give this a try. Don't forget to comment below, like this video, subscribe to my channel. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook, La Cocina de Tavo. Thank you. So the California Burrito was discovered in San Diego. There's tons of restaurants that have their own version, but it's mostly about the same. I will mostly go to Alberto's when I would go to college there, and then it's very cheap, probably like $5 or so. So I always get this or carne asada fries, which is right here. You gotta try carne asada fries. I'm gonna make a video soon of that. So yeah, when I was in school, I used to study hard, of course, and then eat carne asada fries afterwards or late at night. Here you can see me cutting one in half for for lunch and for dinner, since I was broke, you know what I mean? So I didn't have a knife, so I was using a scalpel here. But yeah, I'm also gonna make a red hot sauce that they sell like in these containers here. Luckily I found one online, so I'll go ahead and show you that. So the steak I'm going to use today is a chuck roast steak. Originally for carne asada I used the skirt steak, but there's a lot of fast food places would use the chuck roast steak because it's much cheaper than skirt steak, so that's what I'm going to use. This is what it looks like here. It's a little bit cheaper than the skirt steak, but the flavor, man, is still very delicious. So that's what I know they use in a lot of fast food places because it's cheaper, you know, to buy. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to score some marked here so a lot of the marinade can penetrate here. It's going to be a simple marinade. I don't go all crazy with carne asada, to be honest. That's just the way I was taught. Just make it very simple. You're going to see the ingredients here in a bit. So I'm just going to score this, and again, so all the marinade can penetrate. Now I'm also going to use like a mallet. It has some spikes in it that's going to help penetrate as well in the meat. So I'm going to use that and just pound it down really good. Actually a tenderizer. I didn't know the word for it. I was calling it mallet, but yeah, I'm gonna use this tenderizer. As you can see, the spikes are there, so I'm just gonna go all out here and just try to flatten them out. But mainly, what I'm concerned about is just penetrating the meat. So I'm going to make my marinade. Like I said, it's very simple. I don't use that many ingredients. The main thing is citrus that helps tenderize the meat a lot. So I'm going to use this Worcestershire sauce and just pour it on each side or on one side. It depends, whatever you want to do. Just go, you'll get the flow of it once you start going. But I'm going to use this Lori seasoned salt. You don't have to use this brand, you can use whatever kind of seasoned salt. And I'm going to use some garlic powder. I'm going to use some oranges and grapefruit. You can use lemon as well. Just don't put a lot of lemon because it can kind of overpower the meat a little bit of taste. So just mainly the grapefruit and the oranges, and just keep doing the same process over and over again. So you can choose to leave this marinating overnight, or just, you know, minimum 30 minutes to an hour. That's why I'm starting this off first in the video, or in the whole cooking process. I'm doing this first so that I can let this marinate. Okay, on to the hot sauce recipe. Like I said, I got this online. I didn't follow all the measurements, whatever, but I kind of got the idea. So I'm gonna use some Guajillo dried chilies here. I took out the vein, all the seeds in them, and also I'm gonna use a handful of these dried Japanese peppers. So I'm gonna pour them in the water here, I'm gonna let this boil for about 10 minutes with an onion. I didn't have fresh garlic, but if you do, go ahead and put that in there. And I'm also gonna put some 3 tomatoes in there. Okay, I'm gonna start putting all the ingredients here in the blender. I'm gonna get ready to start blending this up. So what I'm gonna put on first here is some vinegar. I'm gonna put probably about 1/4 cup in here of vinegar. So I'm gonna start blending this up first. Okay, I'm also gonna top up a little bit of water, just because I noticed a little bit thick, so I want it kind of runny. That's just how the sauce is. I'm gonna put some salt to taste, and I'm gonna put some garlic as well. There's some garlic on a bottle here, so I'm gonna put that in there, and then just go ahead and blend up again. Okay, so this is the consistency that I'm looking for. It's kind of runny. It's not thick at all. That's just how it is. So man, this tasted just about close to the same as how they come in those little packets. Okay, I'm going to make some Mexican rice. I don't think I've had or shared a video of me making Mexican rice. It's very, very simple. I'm gonna put some extra virgin olive oil just to fry up the rice. So you just want to stir it around, and the key here is just to, once the rice starts turning a little bit kind of golden brown, that's when you want to stop, because you don't want to burn the rice. So just how it looks like this right now, just how it looks here, it's nice and golden brown. So we're gonna move on to the next step. I'm gonna use tomato sauce that comes in little jars or little cans, I guess. You can make your own tomato sauce if you want. I know people do that with like just Roma tomatoes and just blend them up with all like seasonings and stuff. But this is much easier. My mom does it this way actually. So I have about a cup here of rice, because again I'm just making a burrito. So I have a cup of rice, and then I'm just gonna stir this up really good. Okay, and then I'm gonna top off with 2 cups of water, because again I had a cup of rice. We're gonna put some chicken bouillon, probably about a tablespoon or 2 taste. We're gonna put that in there. Just stir this up. We're gonna let this come up to boil, and we're gonna cover this, turn on low for 20 minutes. Okay, so onto the potatoes. I'm gonna make the French fries. It's one of the key ingredients in the California burritos. It's pretty much like a carne asada burrito, but just with French fries in it and beans and rice. So I'm just gonna cut them up to, they look like this. And again, you just want to make another whole burrito, but I'm gonna use 3 potatoes because my son loves French fries. So I'm gonna make him some French fries as well. Alright, so we're finally outside. I'm gonna start getting the grill ready, but man, look at this view right now. Man, I love the summer here in Washington, and like the sun is always out. It's hardly cloudy. Probably only gets us like 2 months out of the year, so I'm just hanging out here with my kid, and we're just grilling. Look at the boats out there, man. It's so beautiful. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting everything ready. Okay, before anything, I'm gonna pour me some beer. Man, I don't really drink beer that much. I usually drink tequila, like with Squirt or Sprite. But man, it's such a nice hot day outside, so I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this beer here. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do, because it does take a little bit of time for it to come up to temp, I'm going to start heating up some vegetable oil here, some corn oil. So I'm going to heat this up so I can put the French fries in. I was trying to find some hot spots in the grill because it started getting really windy, and I had to turn all the audio off which is disappointing in the grilling process, because all of a sudden it got really windy. It was nice for all the people sailing outside in the water, but man, it sucked for me. So I'm gonna put the carne asada on now. I'm gonna let this cook for about 3 minutes per side, and then once I do flip it over, I'm gonna put some citrus on there, and you'll see that. I also forgot to mention, I'm not even taking temperature of the oil. I'm just letting it testing like 1, and then once it starts bubbling up and everything, it's good to go. But I'm gonna let it cook for about probably 5 minutes once it's golden brown, and then I'll take it out.
A la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue, la casa de la bachata. La 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 la, la casa del merengue. La 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 la, y la casa de la bachata. Música, 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 te traigo música, 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 música de la República. Ajá.
Alright, so I'm gonna make some beans here. I'm gonna mash them up. So I have some pinto beans in a can. I'm just gonna mash them up really good, and I'm gonna put chorizo in there just a little bit. They don't really use that in fast food places, like on the beans or whatever. It's just plain with salt or whatever. But I'm gonna change it up here, do it my way a little bit. I like chorizo and beans. You know, it's such a good combination. So I'm gonna put that in there and let this cook up. Okay, I'm ready to cut up the carne asada. We're almost done here. I'm going to use my cleaver that I have here. If you do have a cleaver, I recommend that you do use it for carne asada, because it cuts them up in tiny little pieces, as you'll see right now. It's much more tender than if you would just slice with a knife. So cleaver, if you do have one, use it. Alright, so I'm going to start heating up the burrito tortilla on the comal, and then we're going to start assembling everything. So first I'm just going to start off with the beans with the chorizo. Okay, and then I'm just going to start piling up all the ingredients on here. You can put whatever ingredients you want, but like I said, this is a California burrito, so I'm going to keep it traditional. As close to traditional as you can. So I'm going to add the guacamole. I made some pico de gallo. I didn't show you that before, but you know how it is. It's really simple to make it. Cilantro, jalapeno, tomato, onion. Really simple. So yeah, here it is. The California burrito brings back so many memories. Man, this thing is so delicious. You gotta try this recipe. Let me know how it comes out, okay? Don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to my channel, and then again, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, a la cocina de Tavo. Thank you.